Welcome, everybody, to All Hang Up and Listen. Brought to you by Fatty Beer Company, Western New York's premier market and tap room with, of course, over 300 beers to choose from at 7 different Western New York locations. If you need a beer, you want to celebrate a big Sabres win, 5 in a row, you're looking for somewhere to celebrate tonight, get over to any other 7 locations. If you're in downtown Buffalo right now, looking somewhere to party, enjoy your Saturday night, enjoy, who knows, I can't tell you the last time the Sabres won 5 games in a row. I can't tell you the last time a single Sabres goalie won 5 games in a row. But if you're looking for a spot to celebrate on Genesee Street in downtown Buffalo, Fatty Beer, the place to just great vibes. Let them know we sent you. And as always, Extreme Discount Mattress with Western New York's finest selection of mattresses and adjustable beds featuring the cool gel memory foam, 2-sided mattresses, Telelay latex, organic mattresses, Chatham and Wells, Scott and Living, and even the Skechers mattress for all a third to a half the supposed sale prices anywhere. Stop in any of their 7 locations across Western New York or check out their website, extrememattress.com. That is Extreme with an X. If you're looking for more savings, check out their new closeout center at 1625 Walden Avenue in Cheektowaga with up to 80% off their already low prices. Save a fortune on one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and floor samples. You can get a quality mattress for literally pennies on the dollar. Extreme Discount Mattress. We sell mattresses for less, a lot less. And remember, if you mention that you're a fan of Two Goalies, One Mic, if you're a fan of I'll Hang Up and Listen, you get a free mattress protector with any mattress purchase. So, again, make sure you mention us, and they'll take care of you over Extreme Discount Mattress. Listen, guys, I can't tell you the last time I shouted at my TV the way I did tonight. I was into it. The Sabres, the Sabres, let them crawl, let the Islanders get back into this one late in the game. Again, not for a lack of chance. They had plenty of chances, but LYON, first and foremost, that Elliot Friedman report that came out about, just make sure my mic wasn't muted. Sometimes I do it to myself. That Elliot Friedman came out report about LYON possibly being the odd man out. That needs to be bullshit. Because he has proven without a shot of a doubt he is, in fact, the number one goalie. He is 1A. He is their most consistent goalie. If he didn't prove that tonight, I don't know what else he's got to do. Because in overtime, 3-on-3 overtime, the countless saves he made to keep them from losing a point, the huge save in the shootout, the countless saves he made, even an almost stopped an own goal by the Sabres where he stretched out with the glove. He was absolutely incredible tonight. So all hail the Lion King. And let's be real here. Yarmo, if you're listening, I know you're not, but let's pretend that you are. I will riot if you trade Alex Lyon at this point. It needs to be Colton Ellis or UPL that needs to be shipping out. You just can't convince me otherwise. If you are a serious team that wants to make the playoffs, then it needs to be Colton Ellis or UPL packing their bags. As Mike Commodore say, pack your shit. You're on your way out the door. Because those are the guys that got to go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can point to a number of times where Alex Lyon, on his own, saved their ass tonight. Again, I can't tell you the last time we had a goaltender in Buffalo win 5 in a row. I'll bring up the peanut gallery here in a second as I'm running solo, and sometimes you guys help me keep this show moving along. But when's the last time a single Sabres goalie won 5 games in a row? That is a good question. Because Alex Lyon has put this team out, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but he's kind of put this team on his back over the last 5 games to put them in a position where you could start talking playoffs about them. Again, in an Eastern Conference that is so razor thin tight, like so close between the last wild card spot and last place in the league. And for me, he's the biggest part and reason why Tage Thompson, another 6-game goal streak. He joins. I think I heard it in the intermission. I want to say on the radio. He joins like Danny Gare and either Rick Martin, Rainy Robert, and Miroslav Shatana is the only Sabre to have multiple 6-game goal streaks, or even just one 6-game goal streak. Right? He had one earlier in the season. I'm pretty sure he had a 6-game goal streak. This is the second one. Right? He has been fantastic, and he's heating up, and he's looking like a guy who is ready to play for Team USA at the Olympics. Michael Kessering, looking a lot better his second go around with the Sabres than he started the first. And man, I look at the way this team is competing, and granted, yeah, they still have trouble sometimes stringing together 60-minute performances. But they got another game in the garage that was really tight. I mean, they led for 57 minutes of this game before they let the Islanders get back into it. But yeah, listen, it's right. How long was it? Like, yeah, they led for quite some time in this game, like over 50 minutes, I believe, until the Islanders were able to tie it late in the game. So to me, it's like, wow. I'm just hyped up, man. I can't tell you the last time I stared at my TV on the edge of my seat. I was standing up and I was yelling, shoot, this, that. I was into it. You could tell the people down at the game were into it. And ACD is in it. I am fueled with Bladnock 15 Lowland Scotch whiskey and a plate of delicious Christmas cookies from my wife. Pumped. From Mauricio, Sabres should have won game in regulation. Poor penalty killing by Power. When is Krebs going to score a goal? Benson and Quinn invisible again. Change up lines. Krebs is not a first line wing. I will agree with you on Krebs. I don't agree with you on Benson. And yeah, that was one thing I did not to pick on Power on that 6-on-4 because again, it's 6-on-4. But I forget who was it that made that pass? He gave him way too much time and space to make that pass over for the game-winning goal. That can't happen, especially when you're the guy that's the size of Power. You got to get your stick out to prevent that pass from happening. But we're not going to pick on him too much because again, it's a win's a win. But yeah, that shit can't happen when you're 6'6". You can't give a guy that much space. You got to use your size and your wingspan. Gave Islanders a point. Florida surging, Red Wings surging. Difficult to jump over teams when other teams get 1 point. But again, I agree with you, Mauricio. But you got the win tonight. You got the win. You got to be half glass full in this situation. Defensively played well. Lyon was first, second, and third star. Where is the offensive talent, scoring talent? McLeod, Benson, Krebs, Quinn. Don't have it factor to score finesse. Again, I am not going to get on Benson, Quinn, or McLeod's face because I don't think they play terrible. I don't. Yeah, you want to see them, especially Benson, see him finish more plays. But again, he had another goal called off for phantom goalie interference, which I hate that. Like, if you're going to call a goal off for goalie interference, then why is it not a penalty? That's what blows my mind. Why is it not a penalty when you have a goal reversed for goalie interference? Should it not be a penalty? Is goalie interference not a penalty? Like, that's something that needs to be discussed during these player meetings. I don't get it. Like, for me, if you're interfering with the goaltender and it causes the puck to go in the net, then it should be a penalty. It's just one of the other things about this league that drives me nuts. Duane, any thoughts on the friend of Carmano's useless? Who's next? Starlight. And I'm not sure you mean Starlight, but I would think Eric Stahl could be next. Matt Ellis, maybe even. I don't know. I mean, Matt Ellis, I mean, realistically, the Kevin Adams guys, right? I don't think Lindy is getting fired at all. We've heard rumors, and I've heard stuff from people who have sources that like Lindy is probably going to get a front office job, and I do believe that. I believe that to be true. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't think that Eric Stahl has a future with the Buffalo Sabres unless he literally, unless him and Yarmo sit down and have a conversation where, and again, like, was it the special assistant to the general manager was his role? Was some Dwight Schrute shit? Listen, maybe the players do respect him, and having somebody there to, a future Hall of Famer, possibly Hall of Famer, I don't know, Stanley Cup winner, unfortunately. um, but yeah, if you're gonna fire him, you also got to fire him before 05-06 night, because I don't want that juju in the arena. I'm still not even sure what Eric Stahl does, but if he does have a role on this team and the players respect him, he's a good like middleman between management, coach, and players, and they're taking bits and pieces of information from him. A guy who had a long career in the NHL, a very successful career in the NHL. I can't remember if he was a first overall pick or not, but like, then yeah, maybe there's some value there. But if not, then get him out of here. Just keep on fire Yarmo. Kevin didn't deserve to lose his job after building this championship roster. JK. Yeah, you're starting to sound like another Sabres fan account that we know. Well, they got to wasn't clean and not good, giving Islanders 1, but win tomorrow and they are 3 points out of a playoff spot. Agreed. Like, tomorrow is a big game, and I'm curious to know, you know, here we go. Trade UPL. I'm not going to do everyone, but yeah, I agree. Like, I think he might be the odd man out. Like, you're paying this guy $4.75 million. If I'm Jarmo Kekalainen, I'm on the phone trying to find somebody who's willing to take on him and that salary. They blittered on face-off. It's killing them 5-on-5 in power play. Yeah. Josh Norris is supposed to be their key face-off guy. I'm not sure where he was in the circle tonight, but like, yeah, they need to improve there, because regardless of what other radio personalities say, face-offs are crucial, especially in the offensive zone and defensive zone draws. Matt Ellis, coach 13U. Adams down in Florida looking at palm trees. Sabres looking for 6 in a row tomorrow. Let's fucking go. And Power is a soft serve. I don't disagree with you. Mad they let the New York out. Again, I agree, but like, you have to be optimistic they came out of that with 2 points. And, this is a game they might have lost earlier in the season. And I'm super pumped that they found a way to win. And get this one in the garage. I fully believe LYON being the odd man out was an Adams move. Yeah, possibly. I mean, that totally could have been something that maybe was fed to Elliott by Adams. You never know. LYON mental game is so high. Plus, he will fight and get scrappy. I like that. Yeah, dude, Alex LYON, we had him on this podcast, and if you want to go back and listen to it, I'll repost it. But like, Alex LYON is easily one of the most mentally strong players on this team. Not even just goalie out of the 3 players in this team. He is a leader, and he is crucial, in my opinion, to that locker room and the goalie room. Whoever ends up being the backup, there's no way you could allow that guy to walk out of your room if you're going to be a serious playoff team. There's just no way. Like, even when he was on our show, he talked about wanting to be a leader and help the younger goaltenders, whether it's Devin Levi or UPL. And this is before, obviously, Colton Ellis. But like, he wants everybody to succeed. He wants everybody to eat, if you want to use a Bills term there. But like, that's the type of guy he is. And that's the type of guy they need in net right now. Like, he is reliable. They play better in front of Alex LYON. And he bails them out and gets the save when they need it. The only way you trade that guy is if you're almost mathematically eliminated out of a playoff spot, you didn't have a chance, and you can get hauled at deadline. There's no way, though, right now you're trading him. No way. This team cannot move Alex LYON. They just can't. You can't trade the guy who gives you the best shot to win every night. I'd rather waive UPL. Not saying this would happen if Ellis is the one you want to keep. And to be honest, I'm not 100% confident UPL will get claimed with his salary and production. I agree. I don't think he would. LYON was out. And honestly, I don't want him splitting time with Levi in Rochester. You got to find a trade partner for him. LYON played a great game. At this point, why not waive UPL? He hasn't seen the ice since being pulled versus Calgary. Worst that happens, he clears and refuses to report to Rochester, then terminate his contract. I mean, yeah, that totally could happen, and I'd be all for that. I mean, literally just waive UPL. Get him the fuck out of here. I don't care if he wins a Vezina next year. I mean, I don't know about that, but I don't want, Olmark 2.0. Get rid of him. Best I have seen our power play in forever. Yeah, I think they've scored like 8 out of their last 9 power plays. It's been impressive. I think I heard that on the post game. Uh, anyone else get screwed in the Sabres bingo game by them not lighting up the Greenway hit square? Sabres X credited with one, but the bingo man, eternal round tripper is holding people accountable, wants to hold people accountable. Did not win in Sabres bingo night, but this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, man. So welcome to the show. I appreciate you popping in. I'm sure you weren't the only one. I screamed at my TV too. Lion was on fire tonight. They should waive UPL and hope someone takes him. Take the loss and use the cap space for Alex. I could not agree with that point more. Couldn't agree with you more. I think Yarmo genuinely wants to keep Alex Tuck. And at this point, how can you argue that he's not a $10 million player? I know he's 30 years old, but like, if you're going to get 5 good years out of Alex Tuck at 10 million, I'll take it. I'll take it. Front load the contract. I know they haven't ever done that before. Just front load the contract. I am ecstatic. Josh Norris and Michael Kessler waited until now to be healthy. Otherwise, Adams might still have a job, and it'd still be tough to be a fan. I love it. Dan Anderson, all about who is Greenway? Keep Rosen and Ostlund up. Couldn't agree with you more. Those guys should not go back to Rochester. Rochester's still winning. And that's like, and when you talk about Devin Levi, not to talk about him again, but like some people question, say he's overhyped or whatever. But like, if you look at his numbers and the wins, just the wins specifically, and he still has good numbers, like they're doing this without Isaac Rosen and Noah Ostlund for a good chunk of this season. Brian Johnson for parts, Zach Metz for parts of it. Obviously, they lost Cal Clegg in the offseason, but like they are still winning with him in net down there and finding ways to win without some of their most crucial players in the lineup. Guys who, again, through the development process have made it up to the NHL finally. That's going to happen. And but they're still winning, and he's still winning games, and he is still developing. So, like, you have to think about that before you try and criticize that, because it's true. It's absolutely true. When is the last time you have seen our power play in the zone playing good that long? Agreed. They were moving pucks. Players were moving their bodies. Everybody was engaging and getting to the net, screening the goaltender. Getting pucks on net. Like, yeah, this is the best this power play has looked all season. Get rid of Power, and this is a playoff team. Beat the Devils tomorrow, and they are 3 points out of a playoff spot. Coach Lindy becomes the GM of the Amherst. Lion needs to stay. End of story. Couldn't agree with you more, guys. God, I'm loving the comments. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you meant to say beer saber. From Seven Swordsman, Yarmo will lose the fan base immediately if he trades Lion. Trade UPL, even if you have to retain. I agree. Retain $1 million of his salary. Who cares? Who cares? It's only for 3 more years. Bring Sabretooth down from the rafters. Does Lion get a statue outside Keybank if we make playoffs? I don't know about all that, but I'm totally in favor of Sabretooth coming down from the rafters again, because those were the good old days. Maybe he will on 0506 night. Lion is playing like when Simba returns to Pride Rock and throws his uncle off the cliff, UPL. Lion was outstanding, and Tage was disrespectful. I love it. Oh my, Tage has been fantastic. I'm just hitting all your guys' comments tonight because I love it. Pissed about bingo, but happy to be here. I appreciate it. I love it from Eternal Round Tripper. Great stuff. With Yarmo getting promoted to GM, you would think that he'd get a new contract. Not a word about it. Strange. He can rot in Rochester on the bench for all I care. I appreciate it. Remove UPL. Have to clean up the blind passing to their team while trying to clear the zone, lift it, or I'm sure you're talking about the Crubs giveaway. How pissed is Kevin watching this team win? I believe so. And again, welcome to the program, SHS FUT ball. I'm not sure what all it stands for, but welcome to the program. I haven't seen you here before. Love it. I'm tired of players not deciding to play good here, even if they have potential. Remove all of the shitty players. What's Ellis doing in hockey? Replay staff incompetent as usual. Mistake after mistake. especially for how long LYON has been sitting. He's playing 100 times better than UPL. I think Yarmo should trade either Byram or Power if you have to pick one. I mean, take your pick. Power or Byram or Benson or top 6 centerman or winger, physical defense first D. Hitting the last couple comments here. Did Reimer win 7 straight last year? Sorry. I thought you were talking about a different Reimer. I don't know. I don't think so. Did he? Can someone confirm that? I don't know. I mean, when I say that though, I guess I mean playing 5 games in a row and winning 5 games in a row. But I guess, yeah, if Reimer did win 7 in a row last year, I mean, that's impressive. Does Ellis and Adams coach under 13 teams in Palm? They might. That's Essex County. The barn was alive tonight. If they become a playoff team, how much fun will this be? Yeah, I agree with you guys. I agree. I just ripped through all the comments. I want to make sure I got to them all. I could agree with you guys more. We had Connor down there at the game tonight. He was having a blast. He said that's the loudest that building has been probably all season. And going into 05-06 night, if you can keep this momentum going on 05-06 night in January, I forget who they're playing, because somebody remind me who they're playing, and you're gonna have all of those guys in the arena, like Ryan Miller, Maxima Fenagunov is gonna be there. All of these former beloved players, Pominville, Hank Talender, Derek Roy. I think Vanek's I assume Vanek will be there. All of these, man, if you can literally keep this momentum going that night, that, like I've said it so many times on this podcast that I was post-game, those walls can shake. And just imagine what the atmosphere will be for that game. Firestall on 05-06 night. That would be incredible. That would be absolutely incredible. Been living or after come here 18 years ago for a 2-week vacation after a hellish divorce, but Joseph, I'm having trouble reading that. If somebody else wants to interpret it, been living in or coming here 18 years ago for a 2-week vacation after a hellish, I'm assuming that meant divorce, but dumbest thing I did was leaving Buffalo. Sabres on a roll, and bless Alex, and let's hope they finally make playoffs. Seriously, shorthanded and at the end of this game, down to 6-on-4. Why the hell do you have Power out there? He can't play a lick of defense. Total train wreck. I agree. I didn't agree with him being out there. More or less everyone but Briere and Drury will be there for 06-09. I mean, unfortunately, the 2 captains can't be there, but it would have been nice to. But maybe they will still be. We'll see. I don't know. But it would be so sick. I want to be there for that night, just to feel the atmosphere of that arena on that specific night. The Goat Heads, arguably the greatest team the Sabres ever put on ice. Arguably. As good as Hasek was on those Sabres teams, especially in 98, 99, like from 96 to 2000, like if he wasn't on those teams, they don't make playoffs. It's just a fact. They don't. They were good defensive teams, but they didn't have any game breakers other than him. Like that 05-06 team was fucking special, man. They really, really were. I mean, dude, Max, Vanek, and Roy were your third line. Like, just incredible. Incredible. So, man, that'd be so sick if they keep this momentum going into the 05-06 night. How great that arena is going to feel. Oh, my God. But, yeah, just a really feel-good win. And it just felt good just to be just yelling at the TV again. Like, honestly, like, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I mean, I get emotional during games. You guys know this. I get fired up after the games, win or loss. But tonight just felt different, man. Just knowing that 5 in a row wasn't a line. Alex Lyon, 5th start in a row. Just going out there and putting it all on the line and just putting the team on his back and getting the saves when they need them. Tage going out there doing what he does. Josh Doan continue to impress. And Jarmo now leading the charge. Jarmo Kekalainen now leading the charge. And knowing what moves need to be made. Obviously, they won't make any, there's a roster freeze. There can't be trades made until the 28th. But you saw the Carmanos move today. You had to assume that was coming because he lived in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like, it never made sense to me to begin with. I know he's a big analytics guy and he's one of the more respected analytics guy, but he was a Kevin guy and he didn't live here. And if you're going to have that type of position and be the assistant, the assistant GM and the GM of Rochester, then you should live in the area, not in Pittsburgh. It's just the way it is. Joseph had a little too many beer Sabres. I love it though. I absolutely love it. Yarmo has to see power. I know he's young and big, but what could we even do with him? Listen, he's 23 years old. He could still vastly improve and be a great defenseman on this team. And I'm not going to make excuses for him or justify anything. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know. There's just things you can teach and things you can't teach. I've said this 1,000 times on this show. And the things that he doesn't do, at this point in his career, he's just not going to do them. You either do it or you don't, right? You either do it or you don't. And if you're not going to do it, then sorry. It's just not in his game. Just not. So I guess you have to try. Is he ever going to be good enough offensively to offset the defensive setbacks? He could. I think he's shown flashes of being very good offensively. Longest no rant shows in a while from Chris. I appreciate that, buddy. They give much reason to rant. And I love it. I love it. I love losing my voice for reasons like this. It's been a long time, man. And what's even better is you're going to, step away from the Owen Power then for a second, is now you're going to go out in public and you're going to see people proud to wear their Sabres gear again. That's going to be fun. People planning parties around Sabres games again. What are we doing for the game tonight? Where are we going? We going to a bar? We going to somebody's house? Watching the man cave? That's going to be fun if this team keeps up this momentum. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Man. But going back to the Owen Power thing, I think you have to figure, I think, and I was talking about earlier today, that I think from this point forward to the end of the season, it's maybe, I don't know how to say this. Owen Power is under the microscope, possibly, when it comes to Jarmo. This is just my opinion. When it comes to Jarmo Kekalainen, he's obviously not a Jarmo guy. I think Jarmo believes in him, but there are things you can teach and things you can't, and things you just do. And I've said this time and time again. And I know Duane got criticized a lot early in his career, but it wasn't for the things that we've criticized Owen Power for. He turned the puck over, bonehead mistakes. You never questioned Duane's physicality or willingness to get into the dirty areas. Never questioned that about him, ever. So, I think from this point forward till the end of the season, it's a make or break type of thing, possibly for Owen Power, because I could totally see Jarmo, as bold as he is, and you look at the trades he's made in the past. And the trades he hasn't made in the past. And I could totally see him say, hey, he's not my guy. If I can get a haul for him, if I can improve this team in other areas, I will. The beer Sabres changed it all. But Kevin with a Y was a cancer in the room. Happy they won 5 in a row, but they need to do some serious work in the faceoff circle. They get themselves in more trouble by losing these faceoffs. I agree. Kesselring is hitting everybody while Power just stands there. Yeah. I know that's why Kesselring was kind of brought in, right? To be that power, that partner for Power, to make Haas make up, to help not just guide him and hopefully be better defensively, but make up for the deficiencies defensively. Because Kesselring is a stay-at-home, gritty, blue-collar, plays with edge type defenseman. That's what he is. He's not afraid to drop the gloves. That's what I love about him. But I don't know. We'll see. Come trade deadline, what decisions they decide to make. I just don't see them trading Owen Power this season. I don't. Next season, sure. If none of this improves this season, especially given the hopefully the culture shift with this team. And we have seen bits and pieces of it throughout the season, standing up for one another, the physicality, the fights, Tage telling the team, like, who was it that hit him last year from Detroit? I'm sorry, New Jersey. I forget who it was, but no acing. Tage saying, "I got this guy. He's mine." And I'm sure there were guys that were willing to step in, but he's like that. He's mine. Yeah. Given the culture of this team, if these things don't improve with him, I could totally see those discussions start to get real in the offseason. No doubt about it. Nobody wants UPL with that salary. Yeah, $4.75 million. That is tough. That is a tough one. Sabres more dialed in, look like a team in sync for the most part. I agree. Again, they don't play the perfect game every night. You still question sometimes, like their last one before this. Like they started off pretty shitty. But they found a way to win. Just stay healthy. I agree, Chris. From Kevin, Dahlin looks like he's very happy with the GM decision. Looked great out there. Yeah, Dahlin has really heated up over the last handful of games, man. He's starting to look like that Norris caliber defenseman. No doubt. And that goal today was sexy. Oh, my God. End-to-end, split the D. Made Riddick look like a fool. Just fantastic stuff. The Tage Thompson goal, a little curl and drag, tucking it behind him, getting him to bite, come off his post and tucking it in. That is that is such a beautiful goal. As he's on pace for probably 45 goals again this season. Let's see. Maybe he'll finally get to 50. Given again, hopefully this shifting culture is real on and off the ice. And it brings these players together. So that being said, guys, I want to throw it back to our sponsors at Fatty Beer Company, Western New York's premier market and tap room with over 300 beers to choose from at 7 different Western New York locations. If you need a beer, if you're out there trying to celebrate a Sabres win tonight with your friends, leading into Christmas, enjoying the holidays, get to a Fatty Beer. They have locations in Kenmore, Lancaster, North Tonawanda, Orchard Park, Hamburg, Lancaster, Rochester, Ohio, of all places, Amherst. I might be leaving one out. I can't remember, but there's 7 Western New York locations. Make sure you go check them out. Let them know we send you over here at Two Goalies and Mike. And keep an eye out for that. I know we posted it earlier. We do have a giveaway going on right now. I think it's now up to $125 or $130 gift card. If a Sabres goaltender gets a shutout this season, we give away a gift card. And every game where they don't get a shutout, it increases by $5. So make sure you check out that giveaway. You need to be following Two Goalies, One Mike on either Twitter or Instagram. And you need to be following Fatty Beer on Instagram or Twitter, either or, to qualify to win. And, of course, our other sponsors at Extreme Discount Mattress.
We know with Skechers, your day starts with the comfort and support you need for your feet. And now that same innovation has made its way to the bedroom. Introducing the Skechers Sleep System. With cooling SketchKnit fabric, pressure-relieving Skechers Max cushioning, and our Skechers Posture Fit support system. Your day ends just like it began, with Skechers comfort that never stops. Skechers mattresses, exclusively at Extreme Discount Mattress, the lowest prices in the nation.
And thanks again to our sponsors at Fatty Beer Company and Extreme Discount Mattress. And we also have a giveaway going on with Extreme Discount Mattress. Any Sabres player who scores a hat trick this season gets a lucky fan, follower of both Two Goalies with Mike and Extreme Mattress. Extreme Discount Mattress will win a $250 gift card to Extreme Discount Mattress. Now you can follow Extreme Discount Mattress on Twitter at extreme_mattress. And you'll be following us at Two Goalies with Mike to be qualified to win. My final thoughts are this. You play again tomorrow. Big game. I believe, who do they got tomorrow? Let's bring up their whole schedule. I always forget. They have the Devils tomorrow in New Jersey. You have to imagine that's going to be a Colton Ellis or Alex Lyon game. I mean, Lindy does get bold, and he's not afraid to start a goalie two nights in a row. We've seen it happen in the past. But I can't see. I wonder who gets that game. Will it be LPL? I don't know if Colton Ellis is back from injury. It would have to be UPL, right? I believe. So it'd probably be UPL. And then they don't play again until Tuesday against the Senators. Also in Ottawa, and they come back home on the 27th post-Christmas to play the Bruins. So 2 division games coming up. Those are 4-point swing games. Another team in the standings that you're fighting with for a playoff spot in New Jersey. So we'll see what happens, guys. But I'm going to let you go for the rest of the night. I always appreciate the hell out of you all joining the show. If you enjoyed the post game, I'll hang up and listen. Or if you enjoy the podcast, Two Goalies with Mike, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Just search out Two Goalies with Mike. We are on YouTube. Please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you're watching along on YouTube, hammer that subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video right now. I see all you people who are commenting from YouTube. Please hit that like button. Hammer it. Hammer it. And leave a comment showing your support. You can follow us at Two Goalies One Mike on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at DuaneS39. And just so you know, whoever it is, I'm going to find him here. Let him know ahead of time. I got to find that comment because I'm going to steal that for Twitter. Where is it? 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 The funny comment, the funny Eric Stahl comment. I gotta find it. We were talking about 0506 night. I'm stealing that for a tweet. I just want to give you the heads up that I'm gonna steal it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I want to show you some love again. Where is it? Any thoughts on the fact defensively played well? Let's fucking go. Do you do with Ellis? Where is it? Who said it? I gotta find it. When we were talking about 0506 nights. Let's see. Man, so many comments in here. I appreciate the hell out of all of you guys for popping in. And yeah, here we go. Kevin. There you go. I know who you are on Twitter too. I'm gonna give you some love. I'm stealing this tweet. Just so you know. Fire Stall in 0506 night. We'll talk to you guys later. And as always, go Sabres.